Yeah. Now we're working. Can't even get a steady broadcast here. What is going on? Can't even get a good broadcast here. This is horrendous. Sal, this is the worst, man. I can't even get a good broadcast here. I swear T-Mobile just like the whole network decided to poop all at once. This is awful. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. What's up, Sal? Good to see you, my friend. Enjoyed your broadcast yesterday from San Francisco. Um, oh my gosh. This is so bad. I cannot believe this. This is ridiculous. I should not be at 0 kilobytes per second. Oh, look, there's Finnair. Sal, I'm just ready to quit. This is absurd. I quit. Can't even get a good connection inside the car. I think so too. I would agree with that, Cat. I would agree with that, Sal. No question about it, man. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think that's 1000% true. In fact, maybe I just need to go to Chrome and stream off of there because, yeah, I don't know about you, but I've had tons of problems with OBS in the last 2 weeks. Um, Mark 844 says, "Don't give in." I won't, which is why I'm trying to broadcast from inside the car. I am not giving up. Thank you, thank you, Mark. Appreciate that. But seriously, I mean, come on, folks. Yeah, I'm really at a loss. I am at a loss of words. I don't know if it's the SIM card or what, but this is quite awful. Quite awful. And you know what? I'm even at 720p. It's not like I'm like at 4K or anything. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Sal. That's exactly what's same thing for me, man. Same thing for me. It is absolutely truth. So, so we check out and I thought about doing like an AMSR edition where I just stick the microphone out the window and you could get all the sounds, but I would get all wet. So, yeah, I can pretend that I'm storm chasing here. Storm chaser, storm chaser. Do 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 do. So welcome to the worst broadcast ever, amateur broadcast. I should say the worst amateur plane spotting broadcast ever. The weather sucks. My network sucks. I am doing okay, so I could give myself a 5G rating, but everything else. I know, right? Airport sounds. You think we should try it? We might as well try it, Sal, because nothing else seems to be working. Might as well. All right, let's try it. Let's see if we can do an ASMR edition. Well, I don't want to crush the microphone. Okay. All right, Sal, we're going to try an ASMR edition of Pip's Plane Spotting Live. Hopefully I won't get too wet. But hey, what, sometimes life gives you lemons and you have to make Splenda. Because this is never going to be lemonade. But I could maybe make Splenda with this. All right, let's give this a whirl. Okay, guys, we're going to turn on the shotgun microphone. Let me know how it sounds. All right. I will do my best not to run the microphone. I will keep a close eye on it. It does have a mic muff on it, so... but yeah. So I'm going to turn my mic down a little bit, and I'm going to turn the mic from up. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we're doing business, I think. Yeah, it's a nice touch. I agree, Sal. It's a nice touch. It's a nice touch. It adds to the atmosphere for sure. Maybe that's what we do, at night, Sal. I'll come here and try and get people to fall asleep just to the sounds of ATC, and I'll just talk whisperly like this and be like, "Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking." So what's up? We are ASMRing this thing. I was going to stream at Love Field, but I could not get a signal from the west side of the parking garage. I can usually get one on the east side, but the west side was dead. So, if you're just tuning in, this is officially the Worst amateur plane spotting broadcast ever. Welcome in, everyone. My name's Pip. I'm trying to make Splenda out of lemons, sugar-free lemonade out of lemons. So we're doing an ASMR edition. Turn that up a little more. I'm going to retitle that. You got it. That is an Airbus A300. Oh, nice. See? And this is like actual. This is actual. This is, I'm not hiding behind a camera. This is ASMR edition. So I got to throw in some natural sound effects like that. Because I've had it at this point. I'm just going to go straight to YouTube Chrome from now on. What's up, Aviation LAA? We're doing a ASMR edition since it's raining, and you can see from a distance the Alaska taking off. I bet you liked that, didn't you, Sal? Natural sound effects. Let's hope so, Penn, because this is getting annoying, man. Well, you know this better than anybody, Penn, but springtime brings a lot of rain here. And then it gets into June and July, and then it just becomes hot with an occasional isolated thunderstorm. Well, thanks, Mark. I try and make it fun as best I can because I was handed a poop sandwich today, and actually this week, and you just have to be fun. What's up, AJD? So I'm going to turn my microphone down a little bit. What's up, Rob? Robbie. But at least I know I can storm chase now. Welcome to the ASMR edition, the amateur plane spotting broadcast. That's true. We should embrace this. It is raining where I'm at, Robbie. Seriously. Storm chasing. Storm chasing indeed. Well, I am dry. I'm inside my car. .66, just like San Francisco, nice and pleasant. Sal. Welcome to the ASMR edition of Pip's Plane Spotting Live. Tell me about it, Angie. But hopefully as you're listening in, you can enjoy the sounds of the engine thrusting, and we'll call this the ASMR edition. Hey, and guys and gals, Angie, good to see you, by the way, if I didn't say hi. Let me know if how the sound is, because we're going for the ASMR edition. So it's going to be a little loud. So let me know if it's good or if it's bad. And go from there. It is bad weather, Stephen, for sure. Excellent, Angie. Good to hear. Yeah, we're making lemons out of, or I should say, sugar-free Splenda lemonade out of lemons, because the weather has said no, but I don't care. I'm gonna do something productive, and at this point, all we can do is laugh. So we're doing the ASMR edition of Pip's Plane Spotting Live. And you can still see the runway here. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the natural sounds of aviation. I'm trying to do is make lemonade out of lemons, or this is just like you try and do something right, and it's just quicksand. You dig yourself further and further and further into a hole. I told you I would come to DFW, so I'm here. So we'll wait till about 5 o'clock and see if things clear up. If not, I'm just gonna go home at 5. So it's 3:17 right now, so we got a couple hours to kill. Appreciate all of you very much, more than you know. Yeah. That's good. Excuse me. It's an ASMR sound right there. Yeah, I've lost all confidence in everything. I may have to come back just tomorrow just to get my and it's supposed to be warm tomorrow in humid, so. Or maybe I'll drive down to San Antonio for Condor's homecoming, not a homecoming, inaugural flight, first ever. Got it. Got to get it a little bit more bass. Got it. I'll remember that, Dreamweaver. Appreciate that. So yeah, we'll be here until 5. See if the weather lightens up. If not, then I'm just gonna go home and sit in traffic for 2 hours. And yeah. So what do you guys think? Should I go to San Antonio or should I go to Minneapolis? Minneapolis or San Antonio? Oh yeah, they're getting Air Premia from Korea, South Korea. So that'll be the 3rd airline to fly to Seoul. Yeah, it starts tomorrow. salt and pepper. I like salt and pepper. What's up, Gojo Love? Good to see ya. I wish I could bring better weather, but I've turned up my microphone all the way up so you can just hear the sounds of the airport. Also, I just posted on the community section, where should I go? So vote either for San Antonio or for Minneapolis, Minnesota. What's up, Joe? This sucks. That's what's up. You guys are moist there too? Everything freaking sucks. The weather, my Wi-Fi, my life. It's a collective suckage. And it's isolated, so. So make sure to vote in the poll in the community section. Should I go to San Antonio or should I go to Minneapolis this weekend? Because I can drive down to San Antonio and my ticket to Minneapolis is already booked. So, yep. Dry as a bone. Thank you, AJD. I'll be glad to send some rain your way. Actually, I think it's probably headed your way. Yeah. Well, maybe, we can do the ASMR thing, Gojo Love. I just need, somebody better looking than me. They always have, pretty girls or whatever doing ASMR. I just need to get a flight attendant. I don't know. I don't know. Thank you, Gojo. The most interesting man. I was a callback for Dos Equis' most interesting man, but I didn't make the cut, so. So yeah, we'll stop the poll at we'll say noon tomorrow because it would take me about 5 hours to get down to San Antonio anyways. Or maybe we'll do 11. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. Bell C, what's up from Atlanta via West Covina, California. Nice. It's true, AJD. This is what you get to look forward to. This is what you get. It has rained the whole freaking day. And hopefully my microphone will survive. If not, then whatever. But I gotta do something. I can't just sit here and do nothing. What's stopping me from Minneapolis, Joe? Well, quite frankly, I would have to rent a car, possibly. Because I could get away with just staying at a hotel and taking the light rail. But if for some reason the Wi-Fi doesn't work on the parking garage, I'd have to like Uber to... I would prefer a car versus Ubering because it's like the same cost per day. There's a 757 right there. So I'll let you know if this weather kills my microphone. So yeah, we do have a ticket booked to Minneapolis. Joe, to answer your question, I'm just trying to save money any way I can, because that San Francisco trip was not cheap. So I'm trying to cut back on expenses until I get paid next week. If you like the ASMR edition, legitimate, this is fantastic. You can hear the wind, you can hear the rain. Less hot. It will definitely be less hot, for sure. So, I would prefer to rent a car because that gives me more flexibility, and it's about the same cost of like Ubering everywhere. But nice, AJD. Garage sale of the garage sale of garage sales for memorabilia. That's actually, I would tune in for that. You should do like a live stream of all your memorabilia, and that's actually a really good idea. You should live stream a garage sale, and people can bid online as well. Yeah, I agree, Joe. The problem is I got to do something to attract people. Like, got to keep... American 176 Cutty, contact marker 135.975. 135.975. Extreme close-up. Yeah, AJD, that's actually not a bad idea. People can do garage sales online, and they could list their items and then ship them to people. All right, AJD, you can take my business idea and run with it. I'm full of good ideas. Oops. Yeah, Gojo Love, it's true. I was hoping it would end by 5. The TAF says light rain at 5, and so I'm optimistic because I try and be an optimistic, but yeah, I'm not feeling a whole lot of It's okay, legitimate, I'm inside my car, so I got that going for me. So if there's one thing I have, I won't be struck by lightning today. No, it is not, Gojo. No, it is not. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking too, Joe. So that's why I said till about 5. I'll hang out here. Yeah, we have UPS, what I like to call UPS Miniport here. They do a fair bit of traffic around here. I have. Yeah, AJD, I have, for sure. For sure. What was the other idea you had the other day that was really good?
American 586 cross runway 20 left.
That's a good one.
Traffic will go position east or west.
Cross 20 left at Whiskey Lima, and we're targeting
American 586 Foxtrot Alpha, contact down point 65 South the Alpha Bridge, please. Good night.
Fox Alpha, top of the bridge, we'll contact American 586.
Envoy at 3911, confused, Howard Avenue. Traffic cross downfield, runway 20 left, last way.
20 left, line up away, Envoy 3911. American over the platform.
American 841 is Indiana Tower, traffic right, middle end. Airfield wind 160.26.31, crossway terminal 50 miles, trial of a company head 77.
Joe, you make a good point. I feel like I need to travel so that more people take notice, because I'm just newer at this, or so I feel like I have to stand out. But I'm excited. My business cards are coming next week. The UPS said 22nd. Take a look at my microphone for a second. Yeah, it's really coming down. Yeah, the DFW expert, though, well, respectfully, Runway DFW's got 4 times as many subscribers. So he's the DFW expert, and I'm catching up with our good friend Walt. So that's why I'm out so often. But yeah, I'll probably stick around here. I realized that. I was like, maybe. So maybe not. Plus would be fun. But after that, yeah, I haven't booked anything new. I've got a trip for Salt Lake City, and then at the end of June we'll be in DC, but other than that, nothing. Nadie nunca. there's like 90 air. There are 90 airports in the Metroplex, but not all 90 airports have a lot of traffic. Addison does all right. Fort Alliance could be okay, but anyways. All I can do is do what I think is best, so. I'm letting my microphone dry off here. Oh look, there's a 777. True, Joe. Well, it's a lot of things for different people. Some people are, it's trying to do a lot of things for a lot of people and try and balancing it out. So that's what I am attempting to do. Yeah, Dreamweaver, there you go. I enjoy it. Maybe it's cathartic, help you relax on your road trip. So we'll be streaming somewhere this weekend. Yeah, Minneapolis probably. But, Thanks for all your votes, by the way, between San Antonio and Minneapolis. Minneapolis is in the lead right now with 58% of the vote. San Antonio with 42%. See? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Joe says stay in the Metroplex. AJD says go around to the rest of Texas. So everybody's different things to everyone. So you got to balance it out. So I will probably go to Houston. Once in a while I'll go to Houston and Austin and San Antonio. So I will definitely be mixing those in for sure. Gojo Love says Mini. Right on. Right on. Agreed. Plus, what, Joe? I have to get a Juicy Lucy, right? You have to get a Juicy Lucy. Is that it? So yeah, we're gonna stick around here until 5 o'clock today. See if things improve. If not, then we'll just go home and go to bed and wake up with renewed energy tomorrow. But other than that, thanks everybody for the support. You just want to do a good job. Whoa! Excuse me. Excuse me. Juicy. Not 5 to 8, actually get both. It is my home turf. But spoiler alert, Walt does agree. Walt does agree when he gets 300 or 400 people, and I get 70. So no wonder it makes you want to try new places because, you're like, why am I not getting that? But anyways, sorry about that, Gojo. It's like I'm Barney Gumble from The Simpsons. Who I can actually do a pretty good impersonation of. My name is... I was always good at impressions. Well, your feedback is constructive. I've got ideas on what I want to do. I mean, there are certain things, that I excel in, so... But yeah, I haven't booked any more trips after San Francisco punched me in the face. I was like, I'm gonna just stick around here. So yeah, we're gonna stick around here till 5 o'clock. I actually see some breaks in the clouds to the west. Let me show you as that MD-11 gets pushed back. So if we look, we're looking west outside my window, but you can see some skies brightening. So if our Wi-Fi doesn't take a giant dump, we might actually be able to do some stuff. Keyword if. Yeah, MD-11. Thank you, Crow. Appreciate that. What's up? What's up, Lakes Bro 7718? Roger that. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate that. Wait, AJD, did you say Walt had an aviation background? I did not know that. Quantus. Oh, he asked. What's up, Austin? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah. Oh, no, his background is in journalism as far as I know. So, Austin, the weather right now is craptacular. I mean, if you were to give like between a tornado and sunny skies, and this is the current weather, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it about a 5.5, 6. So, Austin, in theory, the weather sucks, but it's not the worst I've heard. And the winds aren't that bad. So the weather could definitely be a lot worse. Thanks, Delta Alpha Lima. The AMSR sounds. Now if I could just get a good connection for once in my freaking life this week. Hey, Delta Alpha Lima, not to put you on the spot, but you think there's any possibility I could get an upgrade with my flight on Saturday? Yeah, I saw Chantel too, so it's good to see she's healing little bit by little bit. Yeah, Delta Alpha Lima, I do have the flight number. I can get that for you. Stand by. Appreciate you. Where is my Delta? Not that one. That one. Looks like it will be Delta 1209 from DFW to Minneapolis, and then Delta 1516 from Minneapolis to Dallas-Fort Worth. We're just having a stare down with the MD-11. There's worse things in life. Current weather is VFR. Yeah. Well, you know, Joe, I could see when I was at the 635, 35E intersection, I could see all the Southwest planes making their left turn into Love. So, yeah, I mean, it is VFR. For sure. Let me type it. I should probably type it too. You know what I'd like to do is do like create my own award show. Call it the Streamies. For plane spotting and the Streamies, yeah. That's what we're gonna go with.
I thought it should be an A220.
Dang it. Well, I guess that's okay. I know it's not. Both looked mainline, and they didn't look like they were being flown by Endeavor, Republic, or Skyworst. So, yep.
Are you runway DFW?
Nope.
No?
I'm Pip.
You're Pip.
Pip. P-I-P. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'm Landon.
Landon,
We're
nice to
trying
meet
to
you.
find you on YouTube right now.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah. So Pip. Steve,
Pip
look-
Hastings. Pip Hastings Aviation.
Say it again.
Pip Hastings Aviation.
Pip Hastings Aviation.
You got it, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, Landon.
All right.
Well, thanks for checking. That's all you can do, Delta Alpha Lima. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. And I appreciate your efforts. That's all you can do. That was nice. Landon sitting next to me in his car trying to find us on air. Well, hopefully, ideally, the rain will stop so people can find me and we can actually do some better plane spotting. So, at this point, I have had such a bad week, I was just like, screw it. I'm just going to get on the air from the car and just do this thing. And that is the truth. Well, that would make perfect sense. Yeah. See, if I were an airline entrepreneur, I would take the A319 as one of my first aircraft. That or the 175. But I would make the A319 like the Boeing 737 that Southwest has, and do an all economy configuration. You know, I really don't see the point to doing an A319 with like 3 rows of first class. Hey, Gojo, thanks again. We'll see you again. What's up, Bandit? Great to see you. Oh, well, I don't, thanks for stopping by, Gojo. I appreciate you. And stay safe out there in Vancouver. And Delta Alpha Lima, no worries, man. I shouldn't say man because you're a girl, sorry. So, but no worries. As long as you give it a try, if it doesn't work, it's no worries. I mean, all you can do is try. What's up, Bandit? I'm in the middle of a rainstorm, and we're installing the squirrels. Good for you. Nah. Well, I mean, Joe, if I could pay for a Neo, that would be great. But I'm thinking of buying all the old A319s that American has, and I know they're going to keep them as long as they can, but that's kind of my thought. I'll take a used A319 for 15-20 million versus what is it, I don't know, 80-90 million. I don't like the A321 as much, AJD, because the performance isn't as good. So I could easily land with an A319. I could land into Key West. I bet you we could even do Hilton Head, and probably, and Jackson Hole, of course, and which we could not do with an A321. So that's my only hit. I guess we could do a mix. It would probably be a good idea to do a mix, but I think the A319 is an awesome airplane. Plus, I I would only need 5 crew members for that instead of 6. So saving money that way. In fact, I would probably venture to say I would do a combination of like E175s and A319s. But that's just me. Yeah. I know. I would still upgrade the avionics though. But you could probably get a sweet deal on them. That or what was the aircraft? No, I am not pranking you. I am not pranking you, Mike. That is correct. I am not pranking you. I'm telling you, this is the ASMR edition of the worst amateur stream ever. I've had such a challenging week, I just gave up and was like, you know what? I'm just going to do this. I've had it. We're going to get this done. Well, Joe, I've thought about this. You can be the dispatch manager of the new airline, and I have my other friend will be the VP of flight ops, and so that'll take care of that. I don't know, Morgan will do something, but I'll just put him as the #1 dispatcher. Love those mountains. Love those Smoky Mountains, though. Love it, Dreamweaver. Deal. Sounds great, Delta Alpha Lima. Well, fine, Joe. Then you can't give your opinion at all. I'm offering you dispatch manager because you give your opinion, but you can't share your opinion if you're just going to be a rank and file dispatcher. Spaghetti on top of Old Smoky. Yep, it's true. It's true. Good for you, Bandit. So I would say, but I think if we restricted the passenger load slightly, I think we could probably do it for Hilton Head. But Key West could be done. Jackson Hole. I bet you. I mean, I have no beefs with the A220. I know it's I had to put up with the engine issues while I was at Breeze, and they still are, but it's getting better. So I would want to have a second fleet type to be recovery. That's true, Joe. Well, I'll tell you this, Joe, if you ever change your mind, and you know what, I would make sure that when I start the airline, I would do the flight attendants, dispatchers, mechanics, and pilots. I'd make sure they were all union. So I'd love for you to be a flight attendant, Dreamweaver. That'd be great. It's just to say, Joe, that I value you. And your expertise. Dreamweaver, how come you could be a flight attendant for like Air Canada or Porter or WestJet? Awesome, AJD. I'll take it. Speaking of Morgan, Joe, you know he's gone for like the next 2 weeks, right? He left for Argentina yesterday. Hey, Landon, what's up? Great to meet you. Good to see you. Yeah, this is great weather. I tried streaming at Love Field earlier, but and I was under the parking garage. That would be perfect, but my Wi-Fi signal and connection wasn't that good. You know what I would like to see, Dreamweaver? I think I would like to see, I always thought it would be cool, like for the dispatchers to have like a dog. Since they don't really get up and get around, they have to stay at their desk really. So I always thought it would be cool if there was like an official SOC pet or an SOC dog, something like that. Where, you know, if we were stressed out, we could pet the dog or something and have it come by. So I was always a fan of the idea of having a SOC pet or something. There you go, see, Joe? Perfect. I think that's great. I would love to have a SOC pet. A chicken? What? What would a chicken do? That's my question. That's really my question. That's my first question. An alligator? Really? Come on, really? Come on, man. Yeah. You could have fresh breakfast. Fresh breakfast. Oh, look, we have a 777 coming in. How about that? Howdy doody. That's very true. That is very true. Well, you know, I've already started the idea for a airline. It's called Flydaho. So Flydaho would be based in Salt Lake City and would fly all over the West. And I've already designed the paint scheme and everything for it. First Officer Mark was the genius behind the name, and I think it works. And so, yeah, the Condor. Yep. Yeah, definitely competing. Yeah, Flydaho. All right, we'll see you later. I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere. I start to see the sun. So the wind's kind of kicking up pretty good, but you start to see clearer skies becoming closer and closer. So the last piece of the puzzle is my connection's not that good, which is a first at DFW. It's really pathetic. So yeah, when I get paid, then yes, I will probably get a backup on another company. So, but yeah, back to our Flydaho. We would be based in Salt Lake. Salt Lake is great. It's a growing population, growing market. Most importantly, the weather most of the time is really good there. And so we would minimize delays due to weather. And it's a jumping off point for a lot of people who want to travel in the West. So, Montana. Sounds good, Mike. Oh, nice, Dave. So, I think it was pretty unique that we, this weekend, we were able to get not one, not two, but three different styles of Condor. We got the brown or the gold livery, we got the green stripe livery, and we got the blue livery. So that, I was really pleased with that. With all the crap that went on this weekend, that was very exciting, looking back at that. So we got the green, we got the blue, and we got the gold, all in San Francisco over 3 days. So that was pretty rad. Pretty rad. I love regional rivals. Let's do it. Mike, yeah, the PSA or Western model. Well, Western had a hub in Salt Lake City, and when Delta bought Western, it became Delta Hub, of course, as you know, and then also in Los Angeles. Yeah, I bet you did, window seat spotter. I saw lots of them today being diverted. Now they're just canceled. So, I like it. I like it, Delta Alpha Lima. North Star Airways. What is up, window seat spotter? North Star Airways, I like it. And most importantly, I think you could not run into any copyright infringement. So, good thinking, Delta Alpha Lima. Well, I don't know. Maybe the Minnesota North Stars, I think that name still exists, or the trademark to it still exists. It might still exist, even though they're the Dallas Stars now. So the hope is, so I compromise with the weather here, but the hope is that by 5 o'clock, this rain, or soon after, should lighten up. Otherwise, I'm just going to head back home and and maybe come back tomorrow. But in the meantime, also don't forget to vote in the community section of our page on where you'd like to see me go, whether it's San Antonio or Minneapolis. But, you know, blue skies are becoming more, or closer. They're becoming closer to me, which is good. I wish the guy that started Breeze would have brought back Ozark Airlines. Interesting. Fly by night. Nice. Nice. Well, you know, I can always email David Nealman. Give him perspective. Minneapolis is winning. Delta Alpha Lima. The hubs. Well, we'd probably start out with. We'd just start out in Salt Lake City, because SkyWest and Delta get away with robbery with some of the fees or that they charge or costs. And then my other airline would be something a little bit different. But being around David Nealman, I don't know if it just oozes off you or rubs off, but you always want to start something then. So now it is just light rain, so I'm going to slow down the wipers for a little bit. Yeah, Minneapolis is now winning with 68% of the vote. Wow, that's impressive. It's extending its lead. So I hope everything works down there, or up there, I should say. But Minneapolis, it is a cool city. So there's that too. Well, if we do Fly-to-Ho, and we do it starting out with let's say E175s, I'm gonna make. I think that we figured out we could do a 500 nautical mile range. So I doubt we would have meals on board. We get people there in 2 hours or less. And here's the biggest thing, because a lot of it is people who, like, for those who don't know, the United States, the Western United States, has so many national parks and places to go, but the problem is there's not a lot of interstates. You got I-15 that goes north and south, but other than that, it's all like 2-lane highways for a lot of it. And so we would fly to places that have a market for, flying direct. So for example, I don't know, Coeur d'Alene. If anybody's been to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, it's like magical up there, and it's about 50 miles outside of Spokane. But that's one. Jackson Hole's another. It takes forever to get to Jackson Hole, by the way, from Salt Lake City. It's 5 hours. And so that's one. And then St. George, is an easy one to think of. St. George is like 300 miles away and takes 5 hours. But if you can fly there for $29, $30, maybe a little more than that, you know? Easy peasy. Sounds good, Lexi. That's a great idea. I wish I could go for a bike ride. I went for one yesterday. Premium section. That's a good one. I don't know. I don't know if we'll do a premium section. See, is there, like, for example, when I went, so San Francisco, for example, San Francisco to DFW was about 3.5, 4 hours. Ooh, lightning. You guys see that? 3.5, 4 hours. So that makes sense to do a premium section, because otherwise, if your flights are 2 hours or less, it's kind of like, well... we're talking about our own Prospective Airlines, DFW. Talking about Fly-to-Ho. I'm just inside the truck here. And I'll probably switch cameras. This is the backup camera. From inside the truck. I will tell you, I do want to go to Chicago because I grew up there. Switching gears randomly. I do want to get to Chicago. Well, I'll probably be cutting down on the trips for a few months. I do want to get to Chicago, see the sister, and now Chicago, I know, I mean, that's like my home. I spent the first 25 years of my life in Chicago, 23 years, so that I would definitely go to. But yeah, Fly-to-Ho would fly to Jackson Hole, Coeur d'Alene, St. George, Reno, Boise, Moab, Grand Junction. We could maybe get into Aspen, or at least do Eagle, Colorado. Then Durango. We can even get to Santa Fe. I think that's my 500 nautical mile limit. And then we would go northeast to Bozeman and Missoula, and then to the west and north. We can get to Bend, I think, for 500 nautical miles. Reno, yeah. So, a couple options. Or maybe, you know what, we might even fly into Rifle, Colorado, which is about 20, 30 minutes west of Vail, and about 45 minutes to an hour from Aspen. But it could be substantially cheaper, because Rifle has, I think, the altitude is less. I think they're at 5,400 feet, and they have a longer runway. So, just a couple thoughts. Oh, would definitely. I would probably use Midway. No, I wouldn't. I don't know that I would fly to California just yet. I would probably extend that to an A319. I get what you're saying about a premium option, but I don't know. I guess I would probably have to add one. We were talking about the E175. Well, the rain is starting to lighten up as I had kind of hoped. Salt Lake City. Slick, man. So I think, honestly, if we wait another 20 minutes, we should be golden, except my connection is not that good. I'm not I mean, I would love to fly into Chicago, but you know, there's one thing I know about Chicago is they're corrupt and they want money, so that's kind of a gray area. That's a good point. That is a very good point, Joe. Midway is definitely a challenge for sure. Excellent point. Or what about this? What about DuPage Airport in the western suburbs? I actually don't like that idea very much. But it is another option. Could you, with an E175, get away with flying into Milwaukee? That's a good question. Could you get away with flying an E175 into Milwaukee? Rockford, Allegiant flies into a couple places, but see, the catch with Rockford is you are an hour outside the suburbs, is the big catch. So I think Allegiant, when they do theirs, they only do a couple times a week. Are you serious? I've never planned into Midway, Joe, so that makes sense. The absolute best approach you can get is 300.5, and you need the heads-up display. Dang, man, that sucks. That's that's awful. I mean, not as awful as, where were we? what was, oh, I know. Santa Fe. We haven't ILS yet. Our mins are like, they were 3/4 of a mile for the ILS mins because we had no ALS. Go figure that one out. Santa Fe had like 3/4 and 200 or 300 because we had no ALS. But we had an ILS, we just had no ALS there. Profeta, what's up? The Prophet. Yeah, the Gulf voice indeed. ASMR. Indeed, Carolina. I'm hoping to get some actual streaming in here. I think the rain is about done. But still have some dots. More importantly, will my connection work? Because it hasn't been that good today. It's been a poopy. And I promise you, as soon as I get paid, I'll probably get an alternate backup connection. Joe, excellent point, which is my other airline. I actually have 2 airline ideas. So Fly-to-Ho works in Salt Lake City. My other airline is called, I don't have a name for that one. I'll just call it Project Fidelis, because Fidelis, or Semper Fi, Fidelis means integrity or faithful. So I want to call I've thought about calling the airline Fidelis. But I agree, Joe. The catch with a legacy or a hub is that the costs are very high. So, but yeah, I have another airline that I've been working on ideas for too, called Project Fidelis. We'll just call it Project Fidelis. Yeah, oh yeah. Sioux Falls has an ILS, and they've got an RNAV approach for sure. See, what we want though is, as like a dispatcher, I'll just speak for myself as a dispatcher. I always liked it when they had Cat 2 approaches, right? And I had a Cat 2 qualified crew, so we could go down to a 1/4 mile and 100 feet. So, but Cat 2 require a whole lot more. So WestJet plus JetBlue and Breeze. So we should combine them all together. Well, David Neeleman helped start all 3 of these, so maybe you can get like a mega merger. Although I have a suspicion that WestJet, I think, is going to join SkyTeam, because they have definitely been partnering up with Delta on a lot of new routes to their hubs. Excuse me. So like, for example, what is, they just started Regina in Minneapolis, or Saskatoon to Regina or Winnipeg. And then we also got, what was the other one? Oh, Atlanta started a bunch of WestJet routes too. Well, Joe, I wish I had Cat 3. What's up, Andrew? Yeah, so I personally feel like suspecting that Delta or WestJet will eventually just jump full board onto SkyTeam. But that's just me. So AJD Cat 1, Cat 2, and Cat 3 are categories of approaches. Basically, they have a visual minimum associated with them for a pilot. So Cat 1 is your basic, in simplest terms, Cat 1 is your basic precision approach, right? So you basically have flying minimums of a half mile visual, half mile of, why am I brain farting? A half statute mile. So basically the easiest way is just to think of them as categories, like good, better, best. So Cat 1 is good because you can land if you have half a mile statute mile visibility or 2,400 or 200 feet ceiling. Cat 2, you can go down to a quarter statute mile of visibility and 100 feet. And I haven't worked with Cat 3, so I'm a little rusty on that. But basically, Cat 1's good, Cat 2's better, Cat 3 is best. And those three categories of approaches on precision approaches correspond to how low, so to speak, can you go as far as ceiling and visibility. So the likelihood increases, in simplest terms, the likelihood of landing as opposed to having to go around or divert as you increase the category. Because if a pilot is Cat 3, he can go down to, I don't know, an eighth of a mile as opposed to a half of a mile visibility. So if that makes sense. So Cat 1's good, Cat 2's better, Cat 3 is best. And it's tough to explain just in words, and Joe can probably do a better job of it, or DFW or whoever, but easiest way to think about it, Cat 1's good, Cat 2's better, Cat 3 is best. So if a captain is Cat 1, that's good. If he's Cat 2, that's even better, or I should say the crew is Cat 1. If they're Cat 2, that's better. Cat 3, that's the best, because the likelihood of landing is better because you can go down to a lower visibility value. 600 feet RVR. Thank you, Joe. So in my dispatch experience, I've only worked with Cat 1 and Cat 2. And Cat 3, the major airlines have. So like what Joe works with, or WE, or what have you. So no problemo. So what you don't want to hear, if there's bad weather or low visibility, what you don't want to hear ever is the captain is restricted, because you have to. Yeah, if a captain is restricted, you have to add 100 feet or half a mile to his visibility minimum. So instead of needing a half mile to land, he now needs a mile of visibility to land. So you never want a new captain. You never want a restricted captain going into bad weather or low visibility. So, anyways. Yeah, DFW, it looks like I was just about to say, I think I'm about ready to get out of the truck and start setting up. But I'm still not confident on my stupid Wi-Fi hotspot. However, I'm going to start setting up here. We'll be here for a couple hours. So let's do it. Let's salvage the day. It is windy out. So I am going to end the stream here, ladies and germs, and hopefully be on the other side of the truck here in 10-15 minutes. So we'll shoot for a 5 o'clock start time, hopefully. It's like they had a rain delay in baseball, so I'll just say we're removing the tarp off the field, and we'll be hopefully broadcasting here in a few minutes. So well, that's a relief, Joe. But anyways, yeah, we'll go ahead and end the broadcast and hopefully be on the air on the other side from outside. And thanks everybody for tuning in to the ASMR worst amateur stream ever of Pip's Plane Spotting Live. And go from there. Sounds good, Delta Alpha Lima. Plus, I brought both of my battery packs today, so I'm super prepared. And I have my other cameras, so I should be okay. So we'll see you all in a few minutes. And we will see if we can run the Good Ship Lollipop back. Although I am out of water, so that is one downside, and I really have to pee. So that's a double downside. But anyways, you guys, never mind. I'll see you in a few minutes. So later, I'm ending the stream now.